One of the most important functions of a manager, of the head manager, the lead manager of an organization, is making sure that there is a clear mission statement for that organization. There's a lot of different research about mission statements and the effectiveness of that mission statement. And honestly, it depends on what that mission statement is and if it's clear to the individuals in the organization and they buy into that mission statement. Let me give you an example. I worked at an organization called EDS back in the good old days. And at the time, we had a new CEO come on, and this new CEO wanted to set a new mission for the organization. And he pulled together his top management team, and they met together many different times, talking about the mission of the organization. And with this, as they created a new mission, they decided, you know what, let's change our whole branding aspect of the company and really kind of start anew for our organization. And it's interesting, the mission statement that they came up with, and I don't remember the exact words, but it was pretty vague. It was something like, we want to be the leaders in information technology, and we want to make sure that we meet the needs of our employees, our shareholders, and all the stakeholders, and something of that nature. It was a mission statement that really could have fit for any organization in the world, very generic. And I remember at the time thinking, wow, that doesn't really inspire me, doesn't motivate me, not sure, how it changes anything. And the whole branding was kind of a funny part as well. They decided to change the logo, for example, and before we had just block letters, white block letters with a blue background. And the change that they decided to make was they tilted the letters. So it was almost like they put it in italics font, and they spent something like $1 million, for a marketing company to do this and to send it out and change our logo on all the letterhead and everything. And so they were really trying to refocus and change the feel of the company. But in my opinion, it wasn't inspiring. It didn't mean much. And so that mission statement and the whole marketing effort that went with it just did not affect the organization like you would want it to. So mission statements, it's important to have a real mantra. Let me give you an example of what I think is a good one. Google, for example, is all about information. Their mission statement is to gather the world's information and to make it accessible to the world. So there, you can say, okay, if I'm at Google, it's about information. What type of information? That applies to a lot of things, but we want to gather this information. We want to make it accessible to the world. And so any project that they start, anything they can say, does it fit with our mission? Is it something that we want to do that is part of the Google mantra?